evening, everyone. I hope you all had a great day. Let me take this moment to let you all know that I lost track of where I was reading in the NA book, so I'm going to randomly start here on page 39. Let's see. I was talking about, the process of, how you work step one and whatnot, so I'll just pick up where I hopefully left off. Let's see here. Step one means that we do not have to use, and this is a great freedom. It took a while for some of us to realize that our lives had become unmanageable. For others, the unmanageability of their lives was the only thing that was clear. We knew in our hearts that drugs had the power to change us into someone that we didn't want to be. Being clean and working this step, we are released from our chains. However, none of the steps work by magic. We do not just say the words of this step, we learn to live them. We see for ourselves that the program has something to offer us. We have found hope. We can learn to function in the world in which we live. We can find meaning and purpose in life and be rescued from insanity, depravity, and death. When we admit our powerlessness and inability to manage our own lives, we open the door for a power greater than ourselves to help us. It is not where we were that counts, but where we're going. And that is very important. Very important. And you can carry that out to, in just about every aspect of life. So it's not where you've been that matters, it's where you're headed to. Okay, step two. We came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. The second step is necessary if we expect to achieve ongoing recovery. The first step leaves us with a need to believe in something that can help us with our powerlessness, uselessness, and helplessness. The first step has left a vacuum in our lives. We need to find something to fill that void. This is the purpose of the second step. Some of us didn't take this step seriously at first. We passed over it with a minimum of concern, only to find the next steps would not work until we worked step two. Even when we admitted that we needed help with our drug problem, many of us would not admit to the need for faith and sanity. See. We have a disease, progressive, incurable, and fatal. One way or another, we went out and bought our destruction on the time payment plan. All of us, from the junkie snatching purses to the sweet little old lady hitting 2 or 3 doctors for legal prescriptions, have one thing in common. We seek our destruction a bag at a time, a few pills at a time, and a bottle at a time until we die. This is at least part of the insanity of addiction. The price may seem higher for the addict who prostitutes for a fix than it is for the addict who merely lies to a doctor. Ultimately, both pay for their disease with their lives. Insanity is repeating the same mistakes and expecting different results. And I think we've all been there, whether it has to do with drugs or something else, just doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting things to be different. Yes, that truly is insanity. Most definitely. Many of us realize when we get to the program that we have gone back time and again to using, even though we knew that we were destroying our lives. Insanity is using drugs day after day, knowing that only physical and mental destruction comes when we use. The most obvious insanity of the disease of addiction is the obsession to use drugs. See? Ask yourself this question. Do I believe it would be insane to walk up to someone and say, "May I please have a heart attack or a fatal accident?" If you can agree that this would be an insane thing, you should have no problem with the second step. In this program, the first thing we do is stop using drugs. At this point, we begin to feel the pain of living without drugs or anything to replace them. The pain forces us to seek a power greater than ourselves that can relieve our obsession to use. The process of coming to believe is similar for most addicts. Most of us lack a working relationship with a higher power. We begin to develop this relationship by simply admitting to the possibility of a power greater than ourselves. Most of us have no trouble admitting that addiction had become a destructive force in our lives. Our best efforts resulted in ever greater destruction and despair. At some point, we realized that we needed the help of some power greater than our addiction. Our understanding of a higher power is up to us. Okay, and that is where I am going to leave off for this evening. I hope that this has been helpful to some of you and encouraging. That would be awesome. See, page 43. Okay, and then I'm going to go over here real quick and give you all the number. It's the Substance Abuse and Addiction Hotline. They're available 24/7. If you need somebody to talk to, need resources, give them a call. The number is 1-844-289-0879. Once again, that number is 1-844-289-0879. Let's see here. Here we go. And the Bible verse too, I've been really slacking. We'll do this Bible verse and then I will say goodnight. The mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the Spirit is life and peace. Romans 8:6. Alright, and that's it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. My goal is to end June 2025 with 1,000 subscribers. It's absolutely free to subscribe, and it helps me out a bunch. Even if you don't want to subscribe, please share my videos, like my videos, and all that good stuff. Talk to y'all another time. God bless you all. Bye.